what about all this craziness with AI? You've been paying attention to that?
Yeah, a little bit. I've been paying attention to the auto GPT and the chaos, all this crazy stuff. It's super interesting. I kind of want to build like my dream right now, which is a silly dream, is to build a Verkle tree implementation, but like using a combination of ChatGPT 4 and autopilot to like fill it all in for me and just see how far it gets me. That seems difficult, but um, yeah, it's very cool, all of it.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty remarkable how much, if nothing else, it seems like it's going to change programming. I feel like I've coded more in the last couple of months with all these AI tools than in the past. Do you see anything specific in the intersection of crypto and AI?
Yeah, I mean, I think definitely. I think that I would break it into two buckets. There's like the stuff that I think I see happening, and it's happening now, so it's pretty practical. And then there's like the dreamy version of what could happen. And so the practical side is there are companies, there's people building like networks or laying things on top of networks to provide decentralized compute, GPU compute or what have you, to people that are training models and using decentralized systems. There's a lot of excess GPU miners out there from Ethereum. There's also just like an incentivized token model. It makes sense. I think there's maybe some questions about privacy and how do you do that, but people are working on this and it's very, very interesting. I did see someone is working on like, they're using the output of the training model to build a new consensus mechanism, like proof of useful work, which is kind of like, it's cool. It's a little out there, but it's definitely cool. And then I think the more like pie in the sky, like, I don't know if this is going to happen thing is, but there's just the pieces that make sense is blockchains are like computers that can transfer value between people without needing a central third party. And AIs are just like computers that do whatever you ask them to. As AIs get more complex, they will like talk to each other more and they will start to interact. The agents will start to interact more and more. And you can see it with like just Auto GPT is kind of like a cute little tool where you can give it a task and it will spawn off a bunch of GPTs and like do a bunch of tasks and check them off. As this gets more complicated and you have computers talking to computers to do more complicated tasks, you could imagine like value transfer being an important part of that, paying for whatever resources they need or whatever they want. And like the best systems that I know of to do that on the internet are blockchains. And so you can see a blockchain and AI mashup where AIs maybe use blockchains as part of this solution. And so that I think will be like crazy, but totally like a reasonable thing that could happen.
Yeah, that is really fascinating. It kind of reminds me of the like, I don't know, 2017ish, like the crypto will be passed around in the Internet of Things, except it actually can work with AI agents on either end.
Yeah, exactly. And like micropayments exist on blockchains now, and like little you can do packet transfers. Like there's really cool primitives, I guess, that like can be leveraged by these AIs. It's the future is exciting.